The Trump administration is criticizing Governor Wes Moore's handling of the Francis Scott Key Bridge rebuild. The administration has focused on the budget and claims that there are unconstitutional DEI practices from contractors involved in the process. Fox 45's Mackenzie Frost joins us in studio with an update on the administration's comments and the response from the governor's office. Mackenzie?
Yeah, Kai, the letter from the Trump administration comes as a warning to Governor Moore as questions continue to swirl about funding for the Key Bridge. Now, political experts say the Trump administration is making it clear who's in charge. The collapse of the Key Bridge has left lasting impacts, and as the state begins to rebuild, funding for the effort remains in question. U.S. Transportation Secretary Sean Duffy sent this letter to Governor Wes Moore, raising several concerns about the Key Bridge reconstruction, including construction overrun costs, the timeline, and Secretary Duffy raises a concern about whether Maryland intends to award contracts based on race or sex of the contractors, writing, "Any reliance on diversity, equity, and inclusion, or DEI to determine who wins those contracts could introduce significant legal vulnerabilities and inefficiencies in the management of the project." Duffy says the Transportation Department is preparing to issue new rules prohibiting any determinations based on sex and race.
When I read the letter, there was nothing in it that was a surprise in many ways.
Political analyst John Deedy says the concerns about the budget and timing make sense. Targeting DEI policies, Deedy says, also tracks with the decisions from Trump's second term.
I think in many ways, because you've had this back and forth between the governor and President Trump, I think it's another way of reminding the state of Maryland and Governor Moore, we're the authority here. We could do a variety of things with this project at any time. And here's what we're telling you what has to happen. Follow the rules of the road or else.
Deedy also points to Maryland's Minority Business Enterprise Program as something that could pose a problem given the Trump administration's letter. The MBE program seeks to ensure socially and economically disadvantaged small business owners are included in state contracting opportunities. The program is touted as a national model for minority inclusion.
This is going to create a little bit of a havoc for the state of Maryland. You know, what do you do when you have these provisions that a minority contractor gets so many percentage of the bids on work? So I think that this could be a way of saying, well, you have to follow our rules. And Maryland's saying, well, we've got our rules. Well, guess what? We're the federal government.
We reached out to Governor Wes Moore's office Friday for a response to Secretary Duffy's letter and legal warning. In a lengthy statement, Governor Moore rattled off the economic role the bridge and the Port of Baltimore plays in the state and national economy, like the fact that the port handles more cars and farm equipment than any other port in the country, and it's ranked second for salt and exported coal, noting 13% of our state's economy hangs in the balance, and goods passing through the port reach states all across the country. Governor Moore says he will keep working with the Trump administration to reduce costs and expedite the rebuild timeline, adding, "The safety of the bridge and the sound stewardship of taxpayer dollars remain our top priority."
Don't poke the bear. Don't create another aggravating situation.
Beyond the real-life implications of the delayed bridge rebuild due to a fight with the federal government, Deedy says Governor Moore has something else on the line.
I think losing the funding could cost him re-election because people would blame him for it.
While responding to the letter, the governor never mentioned DEI or contracting concerns that were highlighted by Secretary Duffy. Now, the governor says the price estimation for rebuild should be finalized in the coming months, and the state will continue with litigation to contribute financially to the construction costs, as well as insurance settlement money to keep the project moving forward.
I'm Mary Bubala. Thank you for watching. Here's another video for you to watch. Also take some time to subscribe to our YouTube channel.